guess that we can begin now. Let's look. First of all, let's start with character archive and look what characters I have and don't have. So I don't have Arataki Ito, and I'm going to skip his banner, unfortunately, as well as Goro. I don't have Sangonomiya Kokomi, and I wonder, by the way, I want to pull for her in her next banner. I don't have Raiden Shogun, and as you remember, I wanted her very much, and I have done practically everything I could, except maybe donating money, and I didn't get her, unfortunately, but I did get Kujo Sara. Okay, but let's talk first about the characters that I don't have. I don't have Sayu, and actually I'm not very upset about it because I know that a lot of people don't like her. I don't know, maybe because she's so tiny and she's a polearm user. I don't have Kamisato Ayaka, and I'm also thinking about pulling for her, as well as Kadahar Kazuha. I like his burst and elemental skill, and he's very good as a support at practically any team. I don't have Eula, and actually I don't know if I want her or not. Maybe not. And I don't have Rosaria. By the way, at first I thought that she has long hair, but then I saw that she has short hair, and I was a little bit disappointed. Okay, so I don't have Xiao, and I really wanted to pull for him, but I don't think that I will, because I want to get Xiangling, and I need to choose because I have 50-50 and not a lot of Primogems. I don't have Albedo, and I want to pull for him in his next banner. I think it is going to be next year. Okay, and I don't have Zhongli, and I hope that he will be really soon. I hope very much. I don't have Tartaglia, and yeah, I know that he's very, very strong, so I want to have him in my collection. I don't have Mona, but this depends on my luck, or not. Maybe not very good luck in the event banner. Okay, so, and I don't have Jean. That's all. And from the characters that I have Toma. Okay, let's move on to the main characters menu right here. Okay, so I have Noelle. Noelle has 4 constellations. Xingqiu has no constellations. Hu Tao, she has no constellations. Yoimiya, she has also no constellations. Ganyu, Keqing has 1. Klee, she has no constellations. Venti has no constellations. Qiqi has 2 constellations. Diluc with 0 constellations. Ningguang C6. Barbara C6. Sucrose C6. Ganyu C3. Visual C5. Yoimiya C6. Xiangling C5. C6. This is interesting. Kea C1. Emperor C1 as well. And Xinqiang C3. Lisa C1. Kuchozara C3. Eloy, she doesn't have any constellations, and Thoma C2. Okay, so now you see how many characters I have. And let's start with my Noelle, I guess. She is not built very good, but I'm using her for shield and for some healing, but she heals just a bit, and in my Hu Tao party it is pretty good because I have Xingqiu in their party and he heals a little bit, and if I need I can use Noelle's healing. So let's look at her details now. Yeah, so she has a defense. Well, you can see everything here. Crit rate and crit damage are not very good. Energy recharge, not very good. Everything is not very good, but she's just a support and I'm not using her very often, and I'm waiting for my Zhongli, so I'm thinking that I think that I'm not going to do anything with her. Maybe until I have her 6th constellation, because now she's only C4 and it is not necessary to build her. Yeah, to spend resources on her. I got her White Blind Claymore and only Refinement Rank 2 because I don't know. This is just not necessary for me for now. What about artifacts? Yeah, as you can see, nothing is very good here. I don't have good artifacts for her for now. By the way, crit damage is not very bad here. So everything is built on defense because I wanted her C6, but I didn't get her C6. So this is just the picture for now. What about talents? 595 for now. I'm planning to raise her talents, maybe her shield a little bit, level up, but this is later. What about Xingqiu? Unfortunately, he is C0, so I'm just using him for support as well for Hu Tao, and I'm hoping that I will get his constellations soon. I don't know when, but I just hope. Okay, what about him? He has 36% of crit rate and 82 of crit damage, which is not very good, I know that, but unfortunately this is all depends on the artifacts, right? By the way, he has 251% of energy recharge, and I'm pretty happy with this, and hydro damage bonus 66 and 6%. What about his weapon? He has a sacrificial sword, refinement rank 2, because I don't have any sacrificial swords for now. And level 90, of course. Artifacts, let's look. Crit damage is not very bad here. Attack percent, defense flat, and HP. Okay. Here we have. This is, by the way, the emblem of Severed Fate, and it gives us energy recharge 20% plus 20%, and increases elemental burst damage by 25% of energy recharge. A maximum of 75% bonus damage can be obtained in this way. Okay, so recharge in percent, and this is not very bad actually. Crit damage, defense percent. Okay, so this is the sense, purple sense, unfortunately, but I was planning to get him a gold one with energy recharge as well, but I'm doing something else now, so I don't have enough resin for now. So here we have energy recharge, attack flat, elemental mastery, great damage, 9% and HP. Not very good sense, but it's okay for now. Of course, Goblet is hydro damage bonus with energy recharge also, and Circlet is a great rate. I was hoping to find something more, something better maybe, but I think that I don't have. I just wanted to raise his crit rate, so I gave his previous circlet to Kea, and for him I raised this circlet with crit rate. Okay, so talents 699. I just don't feel that he has a necessity to raise a normal attack talent, so it is just a 6 for now. And I don't think that I'm going to crown him because I'm pretty happy with his skills for now. Okay, let's move on to Dao. I think that you have already saw her, maybe already seen her. Okay, of course she has 10 talents, everything crowned here, 0 constellations, and let's see her details. So for now, she has a very high HP, 900, right? 33,904. Okay, attack is 1,500, and let's see the details here. So, as you can see, her crit rate is pretty low, and this disappoints me very much. But she has a high HP and high crit damage. I was planning to raise her crit rate, but I was bored. I was really bored with this domain where you stop singing, please, darling. Let's just keep silence, okay? Okay, what I was saying. So I was bored with the domain where you farm the artifacts of Crimson Witch of Flames. So yeah, she just has 34% of crit rate and energy recharge. You can see it, okay? Pyro damage bonus 61%. For weapon, of course, Staff of Homa, level 90 and refinement rank 1 for now. Maybe in the future I will get another one, but I was thinking about giving him to Xiangling. Yeah, and I'm not a whale, so just one Staff of Homa. Artifacts, let's see. A lack of crit rate everywhere, of course. as well. She has higher crit rate, crit damage than Hu Tao. Not crit damage, but just crit rate. She has higher crit rate, and she's pretty strong. Yeah. For weapon, she has Rust, Refinement Rank 2, Artifacts, Shiminava's Reminiscence. Let's have a look real quick. So, HP, crit rate, charge, HP, attack, flat. Here we have, for Bloom, we have defense, wood. This is not a really good Bloom, actually, with crit rate and HP in percent and flat. Sense for attack with energy charge and crit rate. Goblet, pyro damage bonus, of course, with crit rate. Everything is pretty low, by the way. This is surprising. Why is she so strong? Sometimes I don't understand. Okay, and crit damage here with crit rate a little bit, 3.5%. So no constellations, and for talents she has 988. Maybe I will raise her elemental skill a little bit in the future. I actually have these materials, philosophies of transcience, but I don't know. I'm not using her very often. So my next girl is Ganyu. Go Go Goat. And she was on the shelf for a pretty long time. I just didn't have time and maybe resources to build her properly, so I just waited and waited, and she was a very, very weak character in my collection, but now I have built her, and she has a crit damage, practically 200, and crit rate is pretty low, but actually she has some talents that build up her crit rate, and I will talk about this a little bit later. Cryo Xiangling, her elemental skill, is pretty simple. Yes, it can deal a lot of damage, but it is so simple, and sometimes enemies just walk away from this flower for some reason and it doesn't hit them. It doesn't hit them at the end. So let's move on. This is my Keqing. She has 888 talents. I actually don't use her really often these days. I don't know why. Maybe I just I'm not very happy with her damage. I don't have a good weapon for her because she is built for electro. I don't like physical bonuses actually, and I'm not using physical damage really often. I'm more elemental person. I don't know. I'm using elemental skills more. So let's look at her details. She has pretty high crit rate and crit damage is okay. Energy recharge is okay for her, I guess. And she also has electro damage bonus 60% and physical damage bonus 40%. Because I have a weapon, a Kill of Aphonia for her, and this sword has physical damage bonus. I wanted maybe crit rate or crit damage bonus here, but I don't have sword with crit rate or crit damage. So for now, this is just physical damage bonus, and it has this bonus attack is increased by 20%, and also when someone hits the character that is holding this sword, the character regenerates HP equal to 100% of attack and deal 200% of attack as damage to surrounding opponents. And I like this bonus, so I'm using it for her. And also it is just a 5-star weapon, so why not? For artifacts, pretty simple. Thundering Fury for base. Yeah. Flower with some elemental mastery, some crit damage, and higher attack percentage. Bloom with crit damage and energy recharge. Sands with attack and crit damage and crit rate. Surprisingly, not very bad Sands actually, and some energy recharge. Goblet, electro damage bonus, of course, from the Crimson Witch of Flames actually, with crit rate and crit damage. Yes, not very bad. Goblet as well, and Circlet with crit rate, but it is not very good, but we have what we have, right? So she has one constellation that is pretty good. Actually, I used her pretty often before I got my Hu Tao. I just like her constellation because, as you know, it deals 50% of her attack as AoE electro damage at the start point and terminus of her blink. So this is about her elemental skill. Yeah, about this one. So 888 talents, and she's not very strong character. I don't know why. Because from the details, everything is good, I suppose. Okay, now let's move on for Klee. To Klee. For now, she has Totoko Tales, but I also have a book for her, and Barbara is currently using that book. So using Barbara. Okay, so Crimson Witch of Flames as well as for Hu Tao. Flower is with defense and a little bit crit rate and attack. I don't know why this is not a very good flower. Attack, bloom attack of course, with attack and crit damage and a little bit of crit rate. Sense, defense, crit rate, also not very good sense. Goblet, power damage with crit damage and attack and energy recharge. And a circlet with crit rate and crit damage a little bit here. So her talents are 9, 8, 8. And yeah, let's move on. My Venti is very, very weak actually. Yeah, he's weak. I don't even want to talk about him much because he has a lot of energy recharge, by the way, right? Yeah. His weapon for now is Favonia's Warbow, but I also have a weapon for him, which is better, but I don't have time to raise it. For artifacts, of course, Viridescent, Venerer, Viridescent. Okay, so here we have energy recharge, defense and crit rate a little bit, bloom with energy recharge and crit damage, sense with crit rate and energy recharge, everything with energy recharge, goblet, animal damage bonus with crit rate a little bit, and I think that everything went to HP flat. Bad. Circlet with crit rate and crit damage. By the way, this is impressive. Okay, so he has no constellations, but I'm not sure that he needs some. And he has pretty low talents. I don't think that I will raise his normal attack ever. His elemental skill I will raise, but not now. And his elemental burst, I'm not sure. Maybe in the future I will get to Venti as well as for my Ganyu in the past. increases all party members' attack by 20%. So this is a very good bonus. So for the flower, crit rate and crit damage a little bit. For the bloom, crit damage a little bit, energy recharge, attack. Yeah, you see, I was trying to build a lot of attack here. So Sans with attack and energy recharge. Actually, Qiqi needs a lot of energy recharge because her energy recharge is really low. She needs a lot. So the goblet is purple, I don't know. Cryo damage bonus with attack a little bit and crit rate a little bit. And circlet with crit rate and attack percentage and HP flat. So she has 2 constellations. When the Herald of Frost hits an opponent marked by a fortune-preserving talisman, Qiqi regenerates to energy and frozen to the bone. Qiqi's normal and charge attack damage against opponents affected by cryo is increased by 15%. Okay, so talents 777, and I was planning to build up her talents, but it all needs time, resin, and mora, so usually I choose more like important characters and maybe new characters who I just got and I am more interested in to raise. So Diluc is a pretty standard character. I'm not using him at all, as you can see. So you can just quickly take a look. I'm not using him. As for Ningguang, I was using her, and I'm using her sometimes when I need a Geo character in my party, but she's pretty weak too. As you can see, everything is here. Crit rate 33, crit damage 130. As for weapon, I don't have anything better for now. Anything raised. So Eye of Perception, Catalyst, Refinement rank 2. I don't know, this was just the first catalyst, not very bad catalyst that I got. So I raised it and now she's wearing it. For artifacts, I don't remember actually. Flower with attack and a little bit of crit damage and energy recharge. Bloom with energy recharge, attack, crit damage and crit rate. Oh, let's see, by the way, she's wearing an Archaic Petra to be set and Gladiator's Finale to be set, so she gains a 15% of geo damage bonus and attack plus 18%. Okay, let's move on. Since attack with crit rate a little bit and energy recharge a little bit. Strange. Everything went to defense or what? I don't know. So here, Goblet with geo damage bonus and pretty bad substats. Crit damage, circlet, and also pretty bad substats. Actually, when I was farming her artifacts, I didn't know much about substats, and I was just giving everyone anything I see. So I see crit damage, and I thought, oh, this is a good circlet. So I gave it to her and raised it. But now I can see that it is not a very good one. Maybe crit rate 6.6 is not very bad, but not very good as well. Okay, so she has has C6 constellations and talents 8, 9, 9. Okay, so recently I have built my Barbara. I was just thinking that I need a DPS Hydro character because I was going to the Spiral Abyss, and there was Pyrocube, you know, Pyrocube. Let me see. Hypostasis. I forgot the word. So, and at that time I felt the lack of Hydro DPS. So yeah, this is her stats. This is her details. She has a crit rate 48%, crit damage 165, energy recharge is pretty low, and hydro damage 61.6%. So her weapon for now is the Witsith. This is the catalyst that usually uses Klee, but now I'm using Hotao most of the times, and sometimes Yoimiya even, but I also use Klee, but not very often, so I gave the Witsith for Barbara for now. It has Refinement Ring 1, but I can refine it. Actually, I have 2 books for that, but I'm not sure if I should refine it or just raise another book and give one for Klee and one for Barbara, because sometimes I can use Klee in one part of Spiral Abyss and Barbara in the other. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. So for artifact, Shimenawa's Reminiscence to be set with attack plus 18 and Heart of Depth with hydro damage bonus plus 15. This was just a quickly build set because I just used everything that I could raise at that time. It was a very quick decision, so I didn't have time or reason to go to different domains to build her properly, so I chose this path. So as you can see, here we have attack and crit damage and some elemental mastery. At the flower, at the bloom, we have pretty high crit damage bonus and a little bit even of crit rate and some flat HP and 18%. Stands with attack bonus and crit damage, by the way, as well. 20% of crit damage. Goblet with hydro damage bonus, energy recharge, attack, crit rate, and defense. And crit rate circlet with crit damage 11% and attack 14 and defense 10%. So she's not very bad. She has C6 constellation and she revives characters even in the Spiral Abyss, which is really powerful, I think. For talents, I have 999. I also am planning to raise this one, her elemental skill, and I'm not sure about her normal attack because I don't want to give her a crown. Actually, she's not as strong because I don't have a 5-star I'm using her sometimes in the party with Hu Tao, but I'm not a fan of this playstyle when I should switch from Sucrose quickly to the Hu Tao, and after that only I can act. So she has pretty low everything, yeah. So her constellations are C6 as well, and her talent 699. So yeah, for Jonghyun I did build him a little bit, but as you can see he has pretty low crit damage here, so I was planning to raise him a little more in the future. So I just need to work on that. I will show you my artifacts real quick so you can see by yourself. Damage with crit damage, actually not bad. Okay, constellation C3 and talents 579. Okay, so facial. I don't use facial a lot these days as well, so everything is pretty bad here. Yes, I don't use Yanfei. So yes, she's pretty low on everything. She has Crimson Witch of Flames. I was building her, I was using her at first, but now she's just not as good as my Hu Tao. I like to use Hu Tao more than Yanfei. Yeah, but she's C6 and this is good. I can use her in the future if I will want to. If I want to. Okay, so Xiangling is not built properly. By the way, I did refine the Dragon Spine Spear because I was unexperienced at first and I used everything that I saw just without thinking. So this polearm has a refinement rank 4. As you can see, she has pretty bad artifacts, and talents are not high. So I don't use Lumine, but she has this new sword. I just gave it to her because I don't know why. I just wanted to. I gave her some artifacts, some random artifacts, because I remember I was taking her to the Spiral Abyss because of the new bonus that the Spiral Abyss has. So Bennett is planning to be built. I know that he is a very, very strong character. He has pretty high abilities of support. So yeah, he has Favonia's sword. For now, I don't know this sword is good for him or not. I thought that yes. So he has Noblesse Oblige to be set and Gladiator's Finale to be set. Not build. Yes. But maybe I thought that I can build it. Yes, maybe. for me. Maybe he is a good support, but he's a shield. And as well as Diona, I think that his shields are not as good as Xiangling's shields. So yeah, let's look at the weapons here. So here's everything that I have. Staff of Homa and Aquila of Abonia are the only 5-star weapons that I have. Yeah, so what about the books? I have the Widsith, Dodocor Tales, I have Mabamere, Sacrificial Fragments, and 2 Widsiths as well, and Favonia's Codexes. For the bows, Prototype Crescent, Rust, Windbloom Ode. I was using this on my weak Ganyu at first, but now she's using Prototype Crescent because I finally raised it. Okay, so for the bows I also have, for Venti I was thinking about the stringless. I know that a lot of people are using this for him, so I was thinking about raising it. I even started to raise it, as you can see, but I stopped for some reason. Also I have a sacrificial bow. It is on Kuchosara for now. I can also refine it for 1. And I have Moon's Moon, but I don't know if it is good for someone or not. I'm using it unofficial currently, but it is level 1, so it is just for fun. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Everything that is here I'm not using. Lion's Roar, only 1, so I'm waiting. Maybe in the future I will give Lion's Roar to my Keqing, but I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, that's it, I think. I don't know, guys, what else can I tell you? It is just everything that I wanted to show you. In the next video I will show you my Serenity board, but not to show you we will build something there because it is pretty empty there. So this is going to be a more interesting video, maybe with more actions. And yeah, guys, please write me in the comments what else you would like to see or hear about my account. Maybe you want me to show you one of my characters in action, but I'm sure that you've already seen pretty everyone. So yeah, that is pretty much it. So I hope that you liked this video, maybe you relaxed from